Okay, a show of hands real quickly. I want to know how many people here are both addicted or either have been both addicted and homeless at one time. The way that I can establish this credibility, my credibility, is that I have also been both addicted and homeless at one time as well. While being off the streets for a few days may begin to help us feel both physically and spiritually better, it is truly only treatment that can change the way we both think and the way that we behave. So today we're going to hit on three different subjects. Number one we're going to hit on is how does homelessness and addiction work together? How does mental illness figure into homelessness and addiction? And what can treatment do for you? So the first subject we're going to hit today is homelessness and addiction working together. The question is why are so many of us that are addicted end up homeless? And the reason is that addiction is a progressive disease. Meaning it starts off as, for most of us, as a way of a means of partying and having fun. And it ends up as something that absolutely rules our lives and then leads us to the streets. At what point does the addiction exactly take over? I've interviewed many people. And addiction, where it takes over for people, is different for everybody. I will say that in a very honest way. For one guy who maybe takes the first hit of crack and within 2 months he's homeless. And for another gentleman it may take him years to get there. So it's different from everybody. One of the problems with being both addicted and homeless is the communicable diseases that come with that, such as hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, TB, which is why we do ask that you guys get TB tested as you come into program. And also, if you are Hep A, B, or C, we do then set you to get treatment for those diseases. Another issue that comes up with being both addicted and homeless is the mental illness issue. And what happens many times is that guys will come to us and they say that they're both homeless and they're addicted, but the issue truly isn't addiction. It's that they've taken themselves off their medications. Usually the way it works is something like this. I'm on my medications, things are going well. I take myself off my medications, things begin to go bad, and then what happens is I self-medicate with either street drugs, alcohol, and different issues, and then that leads to my homelessness. Some of the questions that I get is, why do I have to be on my medication? I've seen many men come through the program, and the thing is that as they're in the program, they get on their meds, they even out what's going on, right? And then eventually they're able to come off their medications. But that all has to be done through a doctor. The issue here is that no one here on staff at the rescue mission is a doctor. We cannot tell you to come off your meds. We don't have that power, or we don't even have the knowledge to do that. So when I'm asked, why do I need to keep taking my meds, it's because I am not a doctor. One of the other things that comes up is, and I actually get this question a lot, is, am I crazy or is there hope? You know, is this going to be something that lasts forever, or is there hope? And absolutely there is hope. There is hope. Over and over again we see here guys that have come in and truly have been able to change their lives and not go back to the streets or to the mental illness, Ross and Neil and different things like that. So the question really comes down to this. Can treatment help you? Number one, treatment can change your life. How do I know? Because I've been through treatment, and not only that, not only have I been through treatment, I'm a living testimony to that, but I know guys that have been through treatment, and it has just changed their life. The studies show this. If we can get you guys through your first 90 days, that then 80% of you, after that first 90 days, will go on to stay sober for another 2 years. Now, clinically, what it is we decide that treatment is successful when you're able to stay sober and clean for 2 solid years. That's what success would be called. Is there a difference in treatments? Are there different treatments and that this treatment may not be for you? One of the issues, because I do work in intake, is this. is that many guys come to me and just say, you know what, this really isn't for me. And I recognize that, and that's when we then refer them out. I think the most important issue here is, can treatment help you? Yes, because you have to finish what you start. So today what we have learned is that homelessness and addiction are closely linked, and also that mental illness is a treatable condition that must be addressed when first coming into treatment, and that if you're willing, treatment can help. Thank you.